But right now, just behind me are some of his lawyers, that is Jonas Zimba, as well as Makedi, who will give us, an update in that regard. Earlier on, the updates that I gave you was in the appearance of the acting patriotic front president, Mr. Given Lungu, was at Lusaka, at the Lusaka police, headquarters, seeking answers over, the detention of Mr. Chilemba. They are just having, a few discussions before he comes to us, but the information that we have obtained so far from him is that the lawyers have managed to get, a court order over, the detention of Mr. Chilemba. Whether or not he will be allowed or he will be released today are, some of the questions that we are asking ourselves at this moment. The complaints coming from, the patriotic front members is, the silence on the police not issuing, or not releasing any statement as regards the detention of Mr. Chilemba since Friday. And they have also accused other, allegations of being, tortured, which allegations the police will be able to respond to. Mr. Rem Hamonga, who is police spokesperson, he disclosed to me earlier on that he will be able to issue a statement in that regard. Let's hear from Mr. Makedi Zulu right at this very moment. Counsel, would you tell us, the updates on this matter?
Okay. We went to court this morning. We applied for habeas corpus, so that is brought before court, and the court has given us an order for him to be taken to court for purposes of examining why he's in custody without a charge. When we came here, we presented the order to the officers at the cells, and they gave us access to him. We managed to see him, and indeed he's been assaulted. His back is bruised, and he complains that since Friday, as he's passing urine, there's blood in his urine. He complained that Chief Inspector Chomba beat him up, pulled his manhood, and the man is in pain. After that, we went to see the commanding officer, Lusaka, and explained to him the condition of our client, saying that he needs to be afforded medical attention, because even as we were talking to him, he had to move his head closer because he was saying, I can't hear properly. I'm hearing, or whatever I'm hearing, it's like there's a transformer in my head. I can't hear you guys properly. We talked to him, and as things stand, we went to the officer and commanding officer Lusaka to explain to him that he needs to be afforded medical attention. We've been referred to headquarters. We said, okay, better yet, can't he open a case of assault here? Can't that be entered in the book that he has been assaulted, or that did not sit well? We've been told we need to go back to headquarters because they are only keeping him here. They said they're only keeping him here, but we found that he was just from complaining to them to say, listen, I'm passing blood in my urine, and I'm in pain. We saw his back. He was lashed. He was lashed badly. The scars are very visible, and they're still very fresh, and would like him to be afforded medical attention. It seems we won't get any help from the police, and we intend to go back to court and get an order for them to take him to the hospital so that he's attended to with speed.
What are the police saying? Why are they keeping him in detention?
Well, they have not said anything. The police here are saying that he's not our person. He's a person for headquarters. We're just keeping him for safe custody. Our client, we did speak to him. He says, they brought me here on Friday. After they brought me here on Friday, the very next day, Saturday, they took me to Kalundu, where they beat me up. Brought me back here in the night at about 23 hours. The next day, they took me to police headquarters, and they beat me up, was at police headquarters, and brought me back here. It's been a series of beatings on him, for him to confess that he was there, or indeed he participated, or in fact did murder the person that is accused of murdering. But the very fact that he's not being given access to us until we presented that order is very telling as to what the intention of the police is over this matter.
So I just want to get clarity. Have you managed to open a case of assault?
No, we haven't, because they won't open a case of assault against their own. So we will keep trying. We will make it known that we intend to. We will write a letter as regards what we have found here, so that the IG can respond to that. We wrote him one this morning. We wrote one on Saturday. There was no response. We've written another today. There's still no response, and we hope to write yet another. As regards the assault, complaining about the assault. Yes, we came here to report the assault. The guys at the inquiries told us, no, if the person is in custody and it involves a police officer, you need to see the officer in charge. We went to the officer in charge's office. They couldn't attend to us because he's been summoned upstairs. So we have a problem.
As it stands now, we have been shattering between Central Police and Police Headquarters. Each one of them are telling us it's not our responsibility. This is a person who, the people that are responsible are at Service Headquarters. We went to see the Director for Criminal Investigation. We put it to him that the information we have is that you are refusing to have his relative access their person. You are refusing that us who know him access their person, because this person has been subjected to what we are calling torture chambers, where he's not only tortured by police officers like the Inspector Chomba, but also we know of the UPND cadres that are involved in the interrogation. A gentleman by the name of Mainza, who was even interrogating something that is unheard of, a deputy commissioner in the name of Mr. Chanda, trying to find out his involvement in basically political activities of Patriotic Front. We put it to the Director for Criminal Investigations. Can you confirm that this person has not been tortured? He was just, tongue twisted. Now we have come here, we are given an excuse that in an office they will not attend to us, we should wait. And when they come out of that office, they will say the time for which you will have to visit has already passed, you can't see him. The whole trick is a very basic trick to try and hide what they are doing to this gentleman called Shabi Chirekwa. And we're saying to the police, if this gentleman dies in cells, you are going to be held responsible. A person is now weaving blood. A person has deep cuts in his back. A person, he can't hear, his eardrums have been tampered with. And then you are still with a free conscience in a democratic society that is expected to uphold human rights. You are still saying, no, we cannot access this person. This barbaric act under the new dawn must not be tolerated. And we hope that the international community, Human Rights Commission, and other stakeholders will take in interest in this matter and other matters that have ignored. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So you have these lawyers who are offering legal protection to defend